Welcome back to Be Fluent in Russian podcast. Today I have myself, Fedor, here, and I have my lovely wife,
Victoria.
And it's the third episode of Talks with Victoria, where Victoria is learning Russian, and I help her with that. And along with Victoria, you guys are also learning this. So today's the third episode. If this is your first time tuning in, you're welcome, to explore and all of that. But we'll talk about the homework that we have shared for last week. We're gonna go over that. So if you want to do the homework first, go to the second episode, which was published last week, and do the work. And then we'll get right into this. But Victoria, you've done the homework, right?
Yes, I know.
Everything?
Yes, I did everything.
Okay.
I know I got a lot wrong because before the homework, I didn't reread any of the endings. I just went off of memory. So
Okay.
I know this is going to be messed up.
Let me see. So what Victoria's
Yeah.
talking about, last time when we spoke, Victoria had a little bit of trouble with adjectives and would say like wrong gender and things like
Yes.
that, like красивая женщина versus красивая женщина. But okay, let me pull up this homework that I've given you to see. Which one? This is the part number 2, number 1.
I did it out of order.
Okay,
I think
this is
this is
number
part
2.
number 2. I did first because I
Okay,
didn't see the
богатая
other one.
женщина. Okay, серьезная. Okay, that's all. Yeah.
Are you going to read them out loud?
No, I'm just checking. Легкие.
Okay.
Медленный.
Put an X on the wrong ones.
Yeah, this right here. So the wrong one was number 4. You have медленные, but it should be медленный because процесс is process.
Wait,
So,
but it
right
ends
here.
on a consonant.
Yeah, and you had oh yeah. It should be uy.
Oh crap! That was a quick mistake.
Then number 5 also should be умная, but you just simply have умна, but it's умная. Okay.
Crap! It's crazy because when I read it, I put umnaya, but I was just assuming that is ya. But I gotta add that.
Okay, so what you have?
Crap!
Okay, all right.
That's
Then,
gonna be on all of them then.
Okay, well we'll see.
Okay.
All right. So I have the answer key right here. Сильный, again. See how you put just e. Сильный.
What
Like
does it
one-
need?
Uy.
Yeah,
It's just e. You have one letter e.
but what does it need?
See, it has u and y. See how you spell it? You just simply have e. You don't have the uy.
You're saying I don't have the e, but I have the e.
You have
What?
e.
Okay, and what
See,
do I need to have?
сильный. One letter e.
So I needed to keep the.
You have to have uy.
Oh my god.
See this right here, uy.
It's crazy because this is just spelling. Because when I say it, this is how it sounds.
Say сильный.
Sini.
See, сильный. It's сильный. See?
Okay.
Your spelling mistakes are also pronunciation mistakes.
Whatever.
Yeah. So then the same thing, трудный. It should be трудная actually.
Why is
Okay,
it?
so how about this?
What?
How about this? I see that you have all the same тёплые, okay, особые,
Yes,
синие.
yes.
Okay, well this is good enough. Сложный, легкий, добрый. Okay. A lot of them are
Incomplete because I need.
incomplete. Yeah, so just simply go back, you have the answer key at the end.
Okay,
of
and
each.
I already translated all of them on my phone.
Yeah,
Like-
the translation is like a secondary thing.
Yeah.
I really want you to take a look at the endings.
Yeah.
How they see the oh yeah, yeah, all of that. Simply go back and take a note of that, of all the endings that you
Yeah.
have gotten wrong. And so next time, just come with like saying, okay, I got this wrong, got this right.
Yeah, because it's a mess.
Because
I'll add the but not the yeah.
yeah, and it's simply pretty much
So
just
what's the difference? Why
So pretty
why
much
can't I
just-
just have
it's incorrect spelling. It's like saying how would I write word right? WRIT. You gotta add the e at the end.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Here are the endings: masculine, feminine, neuter, and plural. For masculine, it's uy. Feminine, it's ya, or yeah, yeah.
No, you're writing in cursive, baby.
My
You
bad.
have to do.
You're right.
But cursive, it confuses me. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but Russian cursive, I'm not ready for, and I don't think I ever will be.
All right, so here's the
Let's
endings
stick
then.
with the basics. Thank you. Okay.
Here's the masculine, feminine, neuter, plural.
Oh, this is E.
Uy, yeah, both. It's 2 letters as an ending, not just 1 letter.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Did you get it? Because you sound like you didn't get it. Just want to say, okay, just so we can move on.
I get it, but when this is E ending, I need to put E.
Yeah. Yeah, E in English.
Okay, got
So
it.
pretty much the ending of adjectives is going to be 2 letters always.
I always struggle with this like for years now, and I don't know why. What will click for it?
The reason why I think that you have struggled
Why?
is because you're trying to take an easy way out. It's every time when you type in Russian, and I see this.
You're gonna call me out. You're gonna call me out on the
you're not-
podcast.
You're not gonna avoid this criticism right now. But every time you type
Babe,
something in Russian on your phone, you put in the voice recorder, and you do voice to words. You don't know how to spell them.
Okay.
Okay, and you gotta know how to spell them. It's very important. Okay,
Okay.
You've been avoiding responsibility, young lady.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah, because I know that you know that it's right, and of course, convenience sake, you just simply don't want to do it. I
Yes.
just want to get it done right now. Whatever.
Because if I don't speak it, use the voice recorder, you're gonna text me 10 times, baby. Are you still there, baby? Are you responding, baby? I didn't get a message.
Yeah, I know it's going to be slow and stuff, but it's for texting. I understand, of course, do the convenience part, but now that we're learning, you gotta do the long route.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. What else was the homework? What else did you do?
I had
That's it?
some questions on my phone for you actually
Okay, let's do it.
that I wrote down. Give me 1 second.
And guys, while she's looking it up, harsh criticism is always welcome in our family. If this sounds to you like a bit too harsh, that's how we give each other feedback a lot of the times. So
Yes.
Victoria has developed, thick skin for this. And
Yes.
also, I'll give some harsh criticism to all of you guys as well. If you know that there's been one area of your Russian that you have been avoiding because you're afraid of it or you just don't want to do the work, but deep down you know if you do the work it's going to really pay off, do it. Don't push it back. You got to do it because if you keep pushing it back, then the resistance to you doing it one day will be stronger and stronger and stronger. So just don't avoid the responsibility and the, I guess, hardship and just do it.
Yes. Okay.
Don't back out.
I have my
Okay.
questions ready.
Okay, let's do it.
The first one is when I was writing about someone I met, of course I wrote about you
Mm-hmm.
over again
Okay.
to use more vocabulary that I learned from the last podcast.
Okay.
And the question that I have is, you know how Americans say he popped out of the friend zone? Like popped out of the friend zone?
Mhm.
Do you have a specific term in Russian? Because of course when I tried to translate this, popped out is not going to show up correctly. Like it's going to be directly.
Okay. Well, it's going to be probably just wishel, stepped out, or exited.
You don't have any exciting phrase like
Popped
he
out.
popped out of the friend zone. He came
Mm,
out of nowhere.
you can say jumped out. Выпрыгнул. Выпрыгнул.
Выпрыгнул.
Выпрыгнул.
Выпрыгнул. Выпрыгнул.
Jumped out. Выпрыгнул.
But is that weird to say? He jumped out of the friend zone. Would somebody look at me like, what is she talking about?
Maybe. I just didn't hear it before.
Okay.
But I'm sure that if you say it, it's gonna make sense. Maybe you'll get like a confused look for like a few seconds, but they'll understand.
Okay.
What you mean? But I would say vishal is the best one.
Visual.
Because vishal, just like he stepped out, he left the friend zone.
Okay.
Because it can be used for direct meaning like he went out the building or the office, but also
Yeah.
can be about like literal the non-literal things
Okay.
too.
And the next question is, do you have a term like a joking, like when you're joking and having fun with friends, when you say more than friends? Like I knew he or she.
Больше, чем друзья. Mhm.
That's what the translation said, but I thought it sounded too formal.
No, больше, чем друзья.
Больше, чем друзья. That's exactly what my translator said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually word to word more than friends.
Friends.
Больше is like more, bigger. Yeah, bigger than friends, more than friends.
Okay, and you can also say this in a playful way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Literal and figurative too.
It just sounded so like professional. Больше, чем друзья. Okay, okay. And the last question, these questions are based off of when I was writing my paragraph of how I
Okay.
met you, things that I struggled with. This is
Okay.
the last question. When we were young and alive, do you have like some Russian,
Young in a life,
yeah, or
like younger.
yeah.
Когда
Like a nice proverb or some cool like Russian saying, like when you were kids, like you know how you have that philosophical Russian proverbs in like films.
not really.
Because this translated to когда мы были молодой. Like it translated word for word. Пол, пол, пол,
Пол-
полный жизни.
Полной жизни.
Жизни.
When we're young and full of life.
Yeah, but it's not as like playful. You know?
How would you say it in English? What are you trying to say?
Uh,
When we were young and careless?
yeah, like
Um,
careless.
Когда мы были молодыми, yeah.
Когда.
Мы
Okay.
были молодыми, you can also add и беззаботными. И беззаботными means and careless. Беззаботными.
Yes. Like something a little edgy.
So, молодыми
Okay.
и беззаботными. Let me tell this out.
Молодыми и ми заботными.
Беззаботными.
Please tap it out for
Okay,
me because
okay.
I'm a visual person, guys. And I can't repeat what he said. Try to repeat what Fedor said because I already forgot.
Right there. 2 lines above.
Молодыми и беззаботными.
Okay, but don't check the vowels out.
Беззаботными.
Yeah.
Okay. Молодо... Wait. Молодыми, да? Молодыми и беззаботными.
Yeah.
Okay.
You trying to do the E sounds?
Да, yeah.
No, the first one actually was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
We just gotta nail it down. That's all.
Yes. Okay, good. Well, that's all.
Okay.
Those are all my questions,
That's
teacher.
good. That's good. Not as much of like the foundational things like last time we dove into the grammar a lot
Yes,
more.
yes.
Which is okay. Not every week is going to be like that. But today, I don't really have any like lessons per se prepared. Like last time we had the questions. But I would say that let's just get into talking
Definitely.
and talk about your like what's been happening in your life. I have a few questions that are not just what have you done yesterday or today,
Okay.
because those things you have already talked about like many times, and you may already have all the vocabulary for that prepared.
Okay.
But for other topics you may not.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about. Do you want to tell you, or should I ask you in
Ask
Russian?
me in
Russian
Russian.
right
Let's
away?
see. Yes.
All right,
Because
well-
I don't know these questions.
Let's get right into this. Привет, Вика.
Привет, Федя.
Как у тебя дела?
Нормально, а у тебя?
У меня хорошо. Я хочу поговорить о твоей работе. Новой работе.
Нет, я не хочу говорить, потому что это
Почему?
персонал.
Секрет?
Да, секрет.
Мы не будем говорить про детали. About details. Может быть, можно сказать, кто ты? Что ты делаешь? Ты сказала в прошлом подкасте, что ты преподаватель, что ты
Хорошо,
учитель
хорошо.
английского
Да,
языка.
Я понимаю.
И
Я преподаватель, как тебя,
Как ты?
как ты. Я учитель английский.
Учу.
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 Oh, because it's...
Учитель is teacher. Учу,
Okay.
I'm teaching.
Я учу.
Учу.
Учу. Я учу по-английски.
Я учу людей говорить по-английски.
Я учу людей говорить по-английски.
Да.
Потому что мне нравится, и когда мы познакомились,
Nice word.
ты английский не хорошо. Но без со мной,
Ну, со мной.
how do I say with me? Oh, да.
Без is without.
Yes.
It's either без меня or со мной.
No. Со мной.
Take a pause. Без меня, guys, without me. Без меня. Со мной, with me. So, со мной.
но со мной. Ти говорит английский. Ти говорит английский. Отлично.
Ты говоришь, что с тобой. Не с тобой. Я был в Америке 7 лет.
7 лет, но...
Да,
Но
мы с
когда-
тобой говорили каждый день, да. У меня были мои друзья в теннисе, мои друзья
О,
в университете тоже.
И после...
После.
What did I... Что
После.
я сказала?
После. It's just the wrong pronunciation. После.
После...
Да.
Tennis practice.
Мгм.
Ти был со мной
Мгм.
каждый день.
Не каждый день. Может быть, один раз в 2
И
дня.
ти изучал по-английски.
Ну, хорошо. Да, я согласен. Но, может быть, с тобой 3 часа в день и в другое время другие люди.
Хорошо.
Хорошо?
Tomato.
Да. Но сейчас ты учитель английского языка, и это супер. Теперь ты понимаешь, как я чувствую, когда я учу русскому языку. Что я чувствую, что нужно знать, как нужно учить, правильно?
Да, да,
Теперь ты понимаешь меня лучше.
да. И сейчас у меня есть 30 студентов.
Студентов? 30 студентов?
Да.
Ты говоришь...
Нет.
Ты говоришь студент как по-испански. Студент. Студент. У тебя очень много учеников. да.
Нет. Может быть 25, потому что у меня есть 5 еще новых.
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 Новые, it's okay. If you say новые, it's
Окей.
okay.
Новые люди.
Понятно. Это супер. Я рад, что ты сейчас работаешь, и что у тебя все хорошо, что тебе нравится. Тебе нравится работать учителем?
Да, конечно. Потому
Что тебе нравится?
мне нравится помогать
Мгм.
много людей.
Мгм.
У меня есть китайский,
Китайский. It's
китайский,
okay.
итальянский, французский, немецкий. Много студентов.
Мгм.
Ну, у меня нет. Но мне нравится
Мгм.
говорить
Говорить. Мгм.
много
Мгм.
и все.
Мгм.
Да.
Хорошо, да, ты правильно сказала. Интересно, что тебе нравится помогать людям.
Да. Блин. Also,
Также. Мгм.
также мне нравится.
Чё?
Я подумала. Я работал
Мгм.
онлайн.
Работаю.
Работаю онлайн.
Работал is past tense. I worked.
Да. Я
Anytime
работаю
it ends on
онлайн.
the L
I
or
forgot.
la, it's okay. I know you know this, so I'm just bringing it up like this. It's not like a new topic for you, and I know that, so that's why I'm like, it's an
Yeah.
easy fix right there. Хорошо. Что ты узнала про себя, о себе новое? Узнала, learned о себе about? What does that mean? О себе.
About myself.
Да. Just the piggyback of yesterday, of last time.
Yes, я
Yeah,
понимаю. What did I learn about myself? Is this what you're asking me?
Да.
Oh,
Из-за новой работы.
я как learned? You just said it.
Я узнала.
Узнала.
Found out.
Yes.
Узнала.
Я.
That was a burp. I'm sorry,
Whoa
guys.
there. Я.
It's a coffee. Go ahead.
Я узнала. Это я очень patient. Как patient?
Терпеливая.
Oh
Терпеливая.
Lord, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Я своего мозга.
Терпеливая.
That was good. Терпеливая.
Я
How would you
очень
say-
терпеливая.
About me.
Терпеливаешь.
No.
Oh.
Терпеливаешь is a verb. Like, you are patient. You're too patient. Терпеливая, but the ending...
Терпеливаи.
No, терпеливый.
Oh my god. Почему?
Go ahead.
Окей. Я очень терпеливая.
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 It's okay, it's a long word.
Окей, yes. Терпеливая. И добрый привод. Добрый. Добрая.
Да,
Because
yeah.
I female.
Yeah,
Забила. Okay.
See? Piggyback of the lesson before.
Добрая.
Mm-hmm.
Преподаватель.
Mm-hmm.
И умная.
Умная?
Yes.
Да, ты
Да.
очень умная.
И все.
Я узнал о тебе, что ты можешь много работать, и не отдыхать вообще, весь день, не отдыхать вообще, и что это нормально для тебя, что для тебя это не проблема. Да, ты устала, да, это очень трудно, да, ты не отдыхаешь, ты мало делаешь, мало смотришь сериалы, мало смотришь Netflix, мало читаешь, может быть, даже мало изучаешь русский, если ты хочешь. Но тебе нужно сделать, у тебя есть работа, тебе нужно это сделать. И это супер, потому что я знаю, что я так не могу. Потому что я скажу, я устал, все, я не могу ничего делать. Это не для меня. It's not for me. Не для меня.
I know this.
Okay, maybe somebody else doesn't know it, okay?
I will stop you when I don't understand, okay?
И что у тебя не было работы очень долго, потому что мы жили в России и так далее. Не было работы, а сейчас сразу много работы, и ты без проблем. Я спокойно могу это сделать. Не проблема. Поняла? Я спокойно могу это сделать.
I will go to sleep and do it later.
No, спокойно.
Oh, you go to sleep?
Even though it means good night, спокойно means calm. Я спокойно сделаю, I'll do it calmly, meaning like I'll do it with no problem. Я спокойно, like without a bother. So спокойной ночи means like have a calm, like a night without no bothering. So that's what kind of it means. Okay?
Yes,
Insight
yes,
into
yes.
Russian phrases. И да, я тобой горжусь, ты молодец, и все это правильный путь. Proper, good path.
Что? Пульт.
Путь, path.
Oh.
Окей. И второй вопрос для меня.
Еще?
Да, для тебя второй вопрос. Этот год, весь год, январь, февраль, март, апрель, май, июнь, июль, август, сентябрь, октябрь, ноябрь сейчас. Что новое ты узнала про себя? Или новый опыт? Или новое ты узнала, про себя в этом году?
Did you ask me what new things do I want to learn?
Did you learn about yourself?
Oh, did I learn? What's
Узнала.
Узнала? Okay. I thought you were saying do.
Still want to learn.
Yes.
Then I would say хочешь узнать. Want to learn.
And what did you just say?
Узнала.
Узнала.
It's actually pretty useful word for everybody listening. Узнать, to find out, to learn something. Maybe you found out some fact. Maybe you find out a new topic. Узнать is the one. Let me send this to you as well. Узнать, to find out. So, что нового ты узнала про себя в этом году? 2022 год. Весь год.
Весь год.
Год. This year.
This year. Okay.
Про себя.
About myself.
Да.
I understand this, but I wasn't sure if you were saying in this city, in this month.
Somebody's screaming out there. Is this outside or is this in the hallway?
I think it's just kids. Not our kids, though.
Окей. Что нового ты узнала про себя в этом году?
Я узнала много things. Вещи о чем собой.
Про себя.
Про себя. Like about myself.
Yeah, про себя.
О,
Or you
про
can say
себя.
о себе.
Про себя. про себя. Я узнала, я очень хороший работает, worker.
Работник.
Я. Да, ты сказал. Спасибо.
Да.
Очень спасибо. Но и у меня нравится без одну.
Быть одной?
Быть одной. Jeez.
To be alone?
To be alone.
Быть одной.
Быть одной. Когда я играла в магазин.
Играл в магазин?
Like I've learned that I like being by myself, shopping.
Играла в магазин? You played a store? Ходила?
Shopping.
Ходила?
Ходила.
Ходила.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm struggling right here. I'm mixing up words.
It's okay.
Yes.
Just keep going.
Okay. I wanted to say, I learned that I actually never said this before out loud. I am happy with being alone. Not without you, of course, Kanisha.
Yeah, you're with me 24/7.
Yes. But doing things alone.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you said it properly.
Oh.
Like, you can say, я могу быть одна.
Я могу быть одна.
Мне
Why
нравится
is it
быть...
not одну?
Одну is like one of something. Одну букву, one letter. Одну воду, one water. Одну something else. Одна means like alone by myself. Одна is like, it's not even one off, just alone. It's a different word, you know?
Okay. И
тебе нравится быть одной?
одной, да. И я изучала мне нравится what can I say?
Awkward silence.
Yes, I'm trying to think.
What? Just say it in English if you cannot think of it. And then I'll give you the phrase.
Я знаю, я хочу сделать на будущее.
You know what you want to do for the future?
Yes, oh my God,
okay.
it took me so long to say this.
So,
It's
I know what I want to do for the future.
Did
right?
I say it right?
Kinda. I know what I want to do. Я знаю, что я хочу сделать в будущем. Or you can say, я знаю, какое будущее я хочу. I know what kind of future I want.
Я знаю,
Какое будущее?
какое будущее.
What future? What kind of future? Я хочу.
Я
I
хочу.
want. Хорошо. A lot of Russian speaking that your brain is melting right now.
Yes, I don't know why.
It's okay. It's evening here, so probably you're tired from
I think
from a whole work day.
I
And now
honestly-
I'm trying to bombard you with all the questions, hard questions. But
yes.
not to go too far from that, I'm gonna send you. So, the reason why you're struggling is because we have never talked about this before in Russian.
In Russian, we only talk about this in English.
Yes. If I have asked you, hey, what did you do this morning? You would have been like, bam, 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 done.
Yes.
But now that the topic is different, you want to find the words. And so I'm going to send you the questions that you need to answer for your homework as well. So, the homework is going to be pretty much twofold. Piggyback of last week's. So simply I want you to watch a video on endings of adjectives and then also go over the same worksheet, both of them, twice.
Okay.
Once again. You can look at the answers, that's okay, to see where you were wrong.
Yes.
But then to redo it, of course, without looking at the answers and trying to memorize them, because they'll be cheating.
Yes.
But so you can like learn the new stuff and then get right into it. And then this speaking stuff to answer the same questions, but more detail and see which words you don't know or phrases they want to add. How is your Anki flashcards this week?
I didn't even get to look at all of them, but it was okay because even the ones that I looked at, I used correctly today. So I'm very happy. So for example, Poznakomalis.
Mm-hmm.
I said I would always say poznakomasya.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Because that would be infinitive. Poznakomilis is past tense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy I used it right without even knowing. I was waiting for you to say it was wrong. And then I said, oh, I guess I used it
Yeah.
right.
That's what flashcards do, man. They just kind of
Yes.
burn it in your memory.
Yes.
So you don't even have to think about it.
Same with vestigilis.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Remember last week I was using it wrong. I put it in my flashcards 4 different ways, 4 different sentences.
Yeah.
And it really helped today.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the small things. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing that I can think about right now.
Mm-hmm. It's like we don't need the... Cut it out. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. We don't need the big, like, things, revelation about this or that. We simply need small things done every single day that bring the most results. The flashcards, the Anki flashcards, are it, man.
Yes.
Because then you're not really struggling on trying to remember them ASAP when you're talking just like that. So, well done. Good stuff. Make sure that you're doing this week as well.
I will.
And I'm sure that slowly but surely, you might not see the difference between like last week and this week. But as we keep going, more and more and more, we're going to have more progress and more talking like this more freely without
Yes.
like a lot of limitations. Right now, we're filling in a lot of gaps
Yes.
that you didn't think you had, but we're slowly filling them in with all these different topics. And I'll bring a new topic each time.
Yes, you know what's crazy is I'm realizing that it's the simple words like myself, one person, being alone. Like these are just small words that I should know, but I know the advanced ones, but I don't know the small ones to connect to the advanced.
They're like, I wouldn't say that the advanced things they're speaking of is like long words. But long
Yeah.
words that are kind of like direct translation from English is not really that complicated. The things that actually are complicated is the ones that we use so often that it seems like, oh, it's such a basic thing, but it has a different logic in Russian or different this, different that.
Right.
So those we're slowly filling in as well. Because see how I asked you, what have you learned about yourself this year? To be alone. I like to be alone. You would have never said that when I'm asking you, hey, how was your morning? How was your evening? Kind of thing. So the more topics
Right.
we have, the more of those gaps we're slowly going to fill in, and you're going to be just fine.
You can
Okay?
say baby on the podcast.
What?
You're about to say just fine, baby. I saw your lips.
No, I was going to say something else.
Cut the podcast.
No. But guys, for all of you listening right now, Victoria, of course, is on the spot. You are not on the spot like she is. So you might feel like, oh, thank God I wasn't there to answer all those questions. But I really urge you all to kind of force yourself to do that as well. Answer the questions. How is your job? What you like about your job? What you don't like about your job? What have you learned about yourself this year? Things like that. Maybe things that are not so common, like a conversation topic. Because the more topics you do know how to talk about, the more quote-unquote fluency you do have in Russian. So just do that, and of course the homework will help. But more importantly, if you want to be in Victoria's shoes, you can be. And learn alongside with me, with whatever things that you need to work on. Join our Be Fluent Camp. The closest start date is January 9th, 2023 to the release of this podcast. But if you're listening later, we do these twice a year. And so whenever you are listening to this right now, just go on the link in the description and see when is the closest start date. We do have private sessions. For 8 weeks, I'll talk to you personally and we'll target your goals with, of course, the curriculum that we have along the camp. And that's, of course, going to be our ultimate package. We'll also have premium package with just the homework feedback and the basic one where you just do it all by yourself. Of course, the basic one is going to be the cheapest one and more expensive as we go to the ultimate packages. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll see you all there. Victoria's also going to be there going through the curriculum because she's my #1 student, testing everything, giving me feedback as well. So she's going to be doing the programs herself too. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me again.
Yes, joining us. We hope you like
No, I
this.
was telling you.
Oh,
Thank you for joining
sorry,
me again.
baby.
And thank you guys for joining us. Next week, Monday, another podcast. Tune in. We're going to have a lot of fun.
See you. Oh.
And not to forget, I'm gonna send homework to Victoria. I'm going to send it in Telegram chat. That is also attached in the description. Join if you want to also do homework that Victoria is doing too. And we'll see you next week.
See you next time. Bye. Paka
Paka
paka.
paka.